So there's been rumors circulating about a potential sequel to the Switch set to launch in 2024. We have leaks, insider information, and even wild mock-ups adding to the speculation. The spotlight is on Nintendo's unique chip, the T239. This chip, distinct from its predecessors, boasts a specialized CPU setup, varying RAM and GPU specifications, and excludes unnecessary machine learning accelerator components, not essential for gaming. Now the question is, how powerful would a Switch 2 be when it comes to emulation? By using the information we know, we'll have an idea of how much the Switch 2 can perform. The original Nintendo Switch has the Tegra X1 chip, which is a bottleneck when running emulators. It does a decent job running games all up to the 6th generation, but when you're running GameCube and PS2 games, you can really start to see the bottleneck. The T239 chip in Switch 2 is rumored to be more powerful than a PS4's CPU. A PS4 with Linux installed is capable of emulating PS2 games with PCSX2 and GameCube and Wii games with the Dolphin emulator. So if the Switch 2 will be more powerful, then sure enough we can expect a much better performance. What we know about the T239 is that it packs a punch with 8-armed 878C cores. Each of these cores boasts about 3 times the IPC of a Jaguar core, aligning with the Zen 2 architecture. When we dive into projecting the CPU performance of the Switch 2, it's expected to land somewhere between 35 to 50% compared to the 8 Zen 2 cores rocking the current home consoles. This estimation takes into account a realistic clock speed projection ranging from 1.5 to 1.8 GHz per A78C core. How it performs in terms of emulation remains to be seen, but it certainly will perform better than the Nintendo Switch. The Tegra X1 chip has a low clock speed, and there are even older desktop CPUs such as Intel Xeon E3, which can run PCSX2 and Dolphin pretty well. There's also the 16-year-old Intel Core 2 Quad Q9550 that sure can run GameCube and PS2 games better than the Nintendo Switch. However, even if the Switch 2 would be able to run emulators, it would only be possible after the fact that it's been hacked. The original Switch's Tegra X1 chip had a flaw that hackers already knew about when the Switch was released. It was left over from Shield TV's recovery mode, which was fully documented and publicly available. It was something that should have been closed for the Switch, but it wasn't. So hackers weren't going in blind here, and they have noted that if it wasn't for this flaw, it was highly likely they'd still be searching for a usable opening because they deemed Horizon OS to be very secure. In the case of the T239, it will be a custom-made chip exclusively for Nintendo. There are no other products planned for using it, and you can bet Nvidia together with Nintendo are going over it with a fine-tooth comb. However, rumors indicate that there will be some form of backward compatibility on Switch 2. Backward compatibility has proven to be a gateway for homebrew in the past, such as the first Wii models being able to run GameCube games. There are hints that the Switch 2 will have backwards compatibility, but it remains to be seen if this can be exploited, since nowadays it's very easy to soft-lock exploits, such like what has been seen with the PS5. I hope you liked this video, and if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day!